Oh, that came on fast. Um, what's up, everybody? Hopefully, everybody's doing good. Let me see. I always forget. Always forget. Let me do this real quick. But hopefully, everybody's having a good day. It's how many times I feel like every time I say I can't believe it's Friday, it was yesterday. Fridays seem like it's 2 days in between them, and then it's Friday again. As I always say, I don't mind because I get to take a little break. But I mean, I feel like I was just saying, all right, y'all have a good weekend, and now I'm saying, y'all have a good weekend once again. But yeah. So we got a couple things to talk about today. Some things on how to protect yourself in the market and all that kind of stuff. I'll be honest. I got off yesterday. I was like, I feel like that wasn't smooth. But man, if y'all know the stuff that's going on in my head, I'm one of the few people that's trying to figure this thing out. I keep seeing people talk about charts and not focusing on anything else. And I know in traditional finance, that's what people do, but you get played that way. Um, I saw somebody was like, "I told you so." I was like, "I've been telling y'all this is gonna happen for months now. I didn't need any charts to tell me." But to me, with my research, was common sense that this month was gonna look like this. Um, I'm not saying relying on charts is bad. I'm just saying that they don't tell you everything. Anyway, good morning. I am very tired. Yes, I am. Very, very tired. But anyway, we got is this whole I don't know why sometimes the whole chart isn't on the screen. Did it do it? It still didn't do it. Let me see. Should I do that? Should I do that? Does that do it? Did that make it on screen? I don't know why. Okay, anyway, it's on screen now. So we still under the 67 range, which what I will say one thing I guess say slightly incorrect about, but kind of if I as I look at the chart, I guess I was kind of correct. I was saying that we had that was going to hit the 72 area, 72,000 area, and then drop back down to 67 and it's below. So it's still about the same thing because 72 to 67 would be 72 to 67, obviously, right? But where we at was this 70, the 71 and a half to 66 and a half. So it's the same thing. Um, Kind of what I saw happening. We just didn't really test the 72. But I thought that, which now that I think about it, probably was crazy. I was thinking that maybe they were going to go over 72 to bust those shorts open, and then we go up some more and then drop it back down. But like I've been saying, they can't scare these new investors like that. They can't even handle this drop. Talking about something bigger than that. So yeah, we pretty much did that. Really didn't need charts to see that. Kind of, but not really. Um, like I said, I look at the markets a totally different way. Let's see how it continues to play out. Maybe I end up writing a book about it. Anyways, we still below 67,000. It's a little chill right now. Not too much. Not too much news. I'm still getting ticked off by projects who refuse to launch. Wait, am I getting ahead of myself? Whatever. I'm gonna say it. So I'm still ticked off about projects that are refusing to launch, which I understand in a way because the market is not the most bullish right now. Like I said, a lot of these projects were supposed to launch in January and February, and they still haven't launched. Some of them, I still don't know when they're going to launch. And so I'm gonna just blow over this real quick, which is why I was telling y'all a lot of these projects y'all see right now are not going to be the most bullish projects. People are pumping up stuff just to liquidity farm, like one I'm going to talk about later. I talked about it on the channel. Y'all asked me about it on the channel about no less than 3 times. I want to say it was like 5 times. Y'all would come back to the channel every day asking me about it, and I'm a little sad about it though. I didn't know as many of you guys were in that project. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I come on some days and I like George, but I kind of make fun of him sometimes. Like I like him, but I make fun of him because he always repeating the same thing. And now I see that I feel like I'm becoming George because you kind of have to. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like I keep saying, like in the moment, it's going to seem like crypto's always tripping. He's either the only a few ones saying this project is bad, everybody else is shilling it. So why shouldn't we get into it though and not say I'd rather not take that risk or whatever on some of these projects because a lot of them are made up. You can make money or you can get rugged. So I'd rather just not take that chance. Crypto is big enough risk as it is. Bitcoin ETF inflows were negative yesterday, and they were very, very negative. It's interesting to see because I mean we just had 100 million inflows, and then followed by 230 million outflows. I can't tell you why they're making the decisions they're making, but it is what it is. Fidelity had 106 million. They just threw out Grayscale, 61 trillion. I mean, trillion? I'm tripping. 61 million they threw out. Arkham, 52 million they tossed out. BlackRock is still collecting. They got 18 million inflows. Not a lot. And then, some other outflows or whatever. But yeah, altogether, we had $230 million of outflows of the Bitcoin ETFs yesterday. Probably had to do something with the price movement, along with some other people selling Bitcoin too. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Or should I get to that now? You know what? I hate to say this because I do try to break everything down to science and understand what's going on and who is who. But for some reason, this Bitfinex crew, I need to start studying this thing a little bit more too. But it's definitely got to be a crew of them because they always making these movements together on Bitfinex. Hold on, my bad. Sorry. I almost forgot something. All right. So, but yeah, they said the whales were offloading Bitcoin yesterday. First thing they usually sell around local tops, so we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens here. But I mean, we've been going sideways for months here. When I say sideways, I'm talking about alts. Bitcoin's been doing this thing back and forth. I do feel like we got to have a breakout soon. And I already kind of expressed to you guys. I don't know if I'm going to talk about it today because I've talked about it quite a bit. I feel like we're gonna get some movements here soon because even when the whales like to play their games, they can only play them so far. But before they realize that they really are scaring people out of the market, and where else how you gonna make money if you scare everybody out of the market? So we got it. Something's got to happen here soon. What just happened? Did that just really happen? Right? Hold on, y'all. Let's see if this will fix this. There we go. All right. Cool. So, yeah, they can't scare everybody out the market. Breaking said Michael, I think it was yesterday, it was 500 million that he wanted to buy in Bitcoin, and he upped it to 700 million. Michael Saylor don't be playing. This dude like really loves Bitcoin. But anyway, that's some bullish news along, to go with all the outflows or whatever. That was kind of bearish news. Listen, I don't know, y'all. I haven't even thought about this enough to try to draw what I would think the timeline would be. But Gary Gensler says he expects the Ethereum ETF S1 approval by the end of the summer. I have something I'm thinking, but I won't even say it on stream. But yeah, that's that. What is this here? Oh, stupidity. Do I want to talk about the stupidity yet? I'll move that down some. Dumb stuff. Let me talk. I'm gonna talk loosely about this one. So, starting there has a. What am I saying? They have an unlock coming up. It's not a big unlock, but it just made me think about something I've been saying. Y'all, maybe some of y'all probably still haven't even heard of it because it actually hasn't been too much hype around it. But it's something that a lot of us been waiting for months, if not years. along with some of these other ones that have been coming out. Some of these big projects that we all, those of us that are in the know and actually know what's going on in the space, some of these projects we've been looking forward to coming out for months, years now, and they're not coming out in the best light. And not, I'm not saying it just comes from me, right? But for me and other people feel like these people who don't really know what's going on in the market, they try to like, some of them watch my channel, other channels, and try to figure out how we're finding our picks or whatever. And I do say VC sometimes, so you'll see people just go and find picks with good VCs or whatever, and then they just shield it. They don't know anything about the project. They don't understand the tech. And what I'm seeing is not just Stark and some of these other ones, a lot of even these heavily backed, I mean, great VC projects are they're just trash right now. They're not doing well. People don't like them. You got to get retail to buy in some type of way if you want to buy money. So it's not even about them just launching at high evaluations. It's the way they're launching. And of course, people saying, well, with the VCs, they got, they're going to pump the price and come back in the bull run. Sometimes I don't even care about that. It just looks too leery right now. I'm pretty sure. I mean, they got some decent VCs. I'm pretty sure they're going to try to push this some type of way, but is not the crypto community, Web3 community, whatever you want to call it, does not like some of these projects right now. And to be honest, some of the ones that have came out and that have bad sentiment around them is actually shocking me. So this, a lot of the lower cap. Sorry, what is this? Is this really breaking news or some BS? That's not breaking news. Oh my god. Anyway, um, yeah, so yeah, people, they get leery about some of these smaller projects, smaller market cap projects, and when they come out, they have airdrop FUD or whatever that messes up the projects. That's even for these bigger projects. And to be honest, I'd rather it happen with smaller projects than bigger projects like this because it takes a lot of money to move the needle on these and so. But people are speculating when they get this. Listen, we don't know. People been speculating when they get this. These token unlocks that people realize that the sentiment is bad, so they thinking they're just gonna sell them off. I'm just wondering this one and a couple other projects. I'm wondering how they're gonna fare over the cycle and how well they're gonna do with they got backers and all that kind of good stuff, but not stuff I'm looking to touch, to be honest. Um, Great tech, great backers, but I don't even care. I just like I said, I like to make my money the safest way as possible. And people see DGen and being a DGen is not safe, but sometimes it's safer than some of this stuff. So anyway, that's just something I want to talk about. But what we got here is not a lot today. Not a lot today. Another thing, we keep talking. I'm just blow through this because we even talked about this now. These celebrity meme talkers, but everybody's been talking about it. Lil Pump, whatever, tattooed. I'm pretty sure this is a temporary tattoo. He got a tattoo on his forehead that says Solana. Where's it at? Where's the pic at? I don't know. But these these celebrities really messing up. They messing it up for me, for people that I'm trying to convince to get in crypto because they keep seeing this stupid stuff and this scammy stuff or whatever, and they think that's all crypto is. Between people being bearish on NFTs, celebrities rugging meme tokens and stuff like that. So it's hard when I'm trying to convince my people to get in crypto. So it's kind of annoying, but whatever. What I said to say this: stop trying to think you can make quick gains on these meme tokens just because you see a celebrity behind it and you think it's going to pump like crazy or whatever. Well, I feel like I'm missing something. I'm missing something. I'm missing something. Oh, I got to pull it up. Let me pull this down here. Listen, y'all. Uh, I'm not trying to be petty. I know y'all like. I'm a very open person, so I try. Like somebody even in the group is like, "Don't use me as an example." My bad. But usually when I do use people as an example, I've usually talked to them about it and stuff. So, but if you say don't use it as an example, I won't. But I'm gonna use y'all as an example because y'all did it on stream, so it was in public. Told y'all this project was garbage, hot trash, and this mug rugged on you. I did not know this many of y'all was holding this. But as I keep saying, um, listen, let me say this. It's gonna be some projects that I say, hey man, I wouldn't hold that because it doesn't look whatever, and it could pump. But for the most part, overall, I'm trying to protect you guys. And I know a lot of times the market is not moving, and I'm sorry, I didn't even address my whole thumbnail, but that's what my thumbnail is about. You really got to lock in right now, even when it's boring. Some of y'all want to leave the market, And like I said, when the market is boring and it's not moving, you want to go find something that either people are shilling that you think is going to pump without doing proper research. And I tried to show you guys on the channel without just saying, "Oh, this is not something I will hold," or this is not one of my picks. Therefore, because it's not one of my picks, it's not a good pick. I was like, if you look at this game, this just looks like booty. That it looked like booty. Why did y'all put money into this? Why? Why did you put money into this? It looks like that game looked like trash. It looks like something just made up. And so, as I keep saying, as I always give the disclaimer, it's not about competition. I don't give a crap about none of these people. Most of them not nowhere as successful in life as I've been, monetary wise or talent wise, or anything. So I'm not competing with anybody on here. But you got a lot of these YouTubers with followings like gargantuous, like much bigger than mine, hundreds of times bigger than mine. And so you feel like, oh, they're because their channel's big, they must know more. They got connections. They be scamming y'all and farming y'all for liquidity. And just like I talked about them farm liquidity from these fake AI plays, they're going to do it with a whole lot of. Didn't we have one? What was the one recently that somebody asked me about? Was it a Dex or something? And so I've been saying, if you've been on, probably at least three of y'all have to have been on this channel for at least 6 months now, or probably since I started. And I started this channel. One of my first three, I know in my first three lives, I said, "Hey y'all, this cycle is gonna be a lot of made up." I know y'all got tired of me. Y'all probably threw a banana at the screen. Y'all probably cussed. Y'all probably told me to move on, talk about something different. Y'all probably got annoyed because I kept talking about it. But like I said, all the stuff I'm saying, y'all gonna see soon that is true. And so I kept saying, "Listen, y'all." I keep saying, hey, whether y'all ask about projects, I said, well, we'll get in these projects. A lot of projects that I'm looking to get into have not launched yet. They will not launch for a long time. Sorry, I can't give you this, that, and the other. So, y'all will get bored and go search out different stuff. And I said, because most of the projects, the real projects are not out yet, people are going to make up projects, especially in AI sector, because a lot of them haven't come out. And then, that's what I said. It's gaming, AI. Now we got dexes, made up dexes. We got all the stuff that these scammer people are pushing. They don't give a crap about y'all. One of you guys said to me the other day, you said, it took me a while to trust you, Zoe. And I said, I'm not offended by that, because trust and respect is not given, it's earned. So it's going to take some time, for y'all to see some of the stuff I'm saying is true. But the thing is, when you get bored in the market like this, because it is boring, it's sideways. I told you June was going to be sideways. I told you this months ahead of time, so you were ready for it. This is not the time to say I'm gonna step away and I come back when it's bullish. That's not the way to do that. Like, you're supposed to be paying attention to the market now, locking in, finding the right tokens, and not chasing stuff because you bored, because you saw somebody, some influencers talk about something. And sometimes I know y'all look at the stuff and it's a scam, but you're like, but I could make some quick money off it. By the time you take all these little gamble picks or whatever, you're gonna look back and you can be like, it could be just $400, but that $400, you're gonna look back and realize that you threw it away. And you could have, if you would have had patience and waited a couple of months, that $400 could have either been $4,000, or if you're lucky, $40,000. So you don't have to do what I say do. Like, this is not financial advice, but sometimes I try to speak strongly when I really feel like something is trash. I try to speak strongly on it. Sometimes I'll say, well, hey, it's not something I will invest into. So let me say how I say it, so for the future. Sometimes there'll be a project that I haven't did a deep research on, but it kind of looks unappealing to me or whatever. And I would say like, oh, it might be all right, but it's not something I invest into. I try to tell y'all like very vividly that this project, HGT or whatever it is, looks like hot garbage trash. It looks like a made up token. I don't see nobody that I respect following this token. I try to say it as straightforward as possible. So maybe I'll do better with that, as I even say, even on the flip side with what stuff I talk about, as far as like meme tokens, I want to try to be in the future more clear about, hey, this may be a short term play, or it may be a blah 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 play or whatever, versus something like a meme token that I really believe in long term or whatever. But like, I thought I said pretty clear that this was hot garbage. Makes me mad. It makes me mad because I know people playing games with y'all, but if you're newer to the space, you don't realize it, and you don't know who to trust and who not to trust and whatever. But that junk was hot garbage. Nothing about that game looked fun at all. It didn't even look like it was properly developed. Um, I haven't looked into this one yet. Surprisingly, not deep as I want to, but this Solana Labs launches Bond, which is it's pretty much like a it's pretty much like their what you call it. They're like doing the loyalty program stuff. You know how Starbucks or some of these companies like after you buy so many coffees and you get one free or whatever. But they're trying to this. I guess they're saying that most of the times this is done through a third party and it's not really as direct with the customers. So I guess they're trying to like create like NFTs, and I'll be trying to tell people I try to get into crypto. NFTs is going to be much more than cartoon pictures. As I keep saying, I believe one day they're going to be our driver's license. But anyway, so like with the membership, I guess that you get like an NFT, and then you kind of like keeps a record of what you're buying on the blockchain or whatever, and just gives the rewards to the people directly. Here he go again. Versus using the third party where I guess the companies, whether it be Starbucks, um, Chipotle. I don't know. I don't go to none of these places, but whoever has reward programs, it just puts them more in direct contact with the vendors or whatever. And also, why would you? Bro? Did you just cut the other day? Did you just not cut grass the other day? Um, but this man keep his yard fresher than somebody's hairline. Like, how many times you gonna cut your grass, dude? Got a fresh lineup and everything. But anyway, yeah, so they also have like where like luxury goods. You know how people have like those luxury purses and people be like selling knockoffs and fake purses or whatever. So I guess it's going to have something where it can like keep record of keep record of it on the blockchain to say where the purse was made and make sure that the purse or whatever luxury item is legit. It could be a luxury watch or any kind of thing like that, because there's a lot of counterfeit stuff like that, counterfeit watches, counterfeit, Birkin bag, Gucci bags, or whatever. I don't know what people buy, not whatever. I'm not gonna say that, but anyway, it keeps track of it, or whatever. So it's a lot of, like I keep trying to tell you, Solana's doing a lot of stuff that has a lot of real world use cases. They're definitely, to me, I mean, I don't see Ethereum being. I think they're definitely going to be like the deep end chain um, when it comes to that type of stuff. I'm gonna skip that one. And the last one, this guy says what I'm always saying. He says, "Bull run is still intact. It's not over. We're in a boring consolidation phase. The goal is to drive you crazy." I'm gonna say that again. The goal is to drive you crazy, to trigger your impatience, and to make you do. Must be a language barrier there. That's cool. That's cool though. I think they were saying it says we're in a boring consolidation phase. The goal is to drive you crazy and to trigger your impatience and make you make mistakes, is what he was trying to say. Don't get trapped in short-term price action. The best is yet to come. And that's all I could really tell to y'all. I had somebody yesterday was, and you said on stream, so I'm not you yeah. He was like, "Yeah, my portfolio's down 50%." I'll be honest, I wanted to laugh because that's when you're in this part of the cycle, that's kind of it's kind of standard, and you want to you just making sure you're getting good tokens, knowing they'll go back up. As I always repeat, the price you pay for a tremendous upside is the volatility. So if you get something on the lower end, especially under 100 million, you can bet that you might buy in and you're going to go down probably 30, 40%, 50, 60, sometimes 70. But they usually rebound and stuff, and you just got to have full conviction in these plays and DCA into them and just get some more. But anyway, it's not a lot to talk about today. But just the last slides where I want y'all to really focus on. Don't get bored into making crazy decisions and trying to chase something because your portfolio is not moving enough. And I'm a human being, so I know even sometimes like um, when you really like a project, you just trying to figure like, well, I could take this much out of this project because I like this project better. But sometimes you just got to leave it how it is and stay allocated and diversified into different projects or whatever, and just play it that way, because boredom, it makes you want to do stuff. And so I know you're saying, well, didn't you say, so I should lock in, I should be paying attention to the market? And I guess some of y'all probably know yourselves better than I do. I'm built different. I'm when the market is boring, I'm looking around at everything, trying to figure out what's going on, what's the next buy, what's the next thing to do. But some of y'all, like I say, you may know yourself better. If the market is boring, that you're gonna start moving stuff around. But I will say, once again, not trying to be your life coach, but it's a good way to practice discipline. Look at your portfolio, see how stuff is moving, try to decide what you want to DCA into next or whatever. Everybody doesn't have that discipline. Everybody doesn't have that patience. Everybody doesn't have that. Like one of y'all was saying, you was saying, crypto's not for the weak. And when you see your portfolio retrace 30%, some of you lose your minds or whatever. But yeah, the crypto is not for the weak. But just make sure you do your research and it's good projects or whatever. Yeah, I would like to have a hype Friday stream and all that, but it's not much to talk about. It's pretty much the stuff I see. I know a lot of people been talking about, Trump saying he's gonna. I don't even know why that even came out of my mouth. It's I don't know. He said he thinking about replacing income tax with tariffs. That's that's some super hype stuff, man. That's like you're trying to make people euphoric and really press vote for you or whatever. That's the type of stuff to say, I guess. But I don't know how doable that is. But like I say all the time on the channel, we've all expressed taxes is really some trash, man. Especially for those people who especially for those people who are in that bracket where you getting taxed almost 40%. That's crazy work right there. That's just crazy. And then, like I said, we don't really get anything from it. They can't fix the roads. They can't do nothing that we actually need or whatever. Then they taking, like I keep saying, I say on the street, not financial advice, but man, I'm not down with no 401k, Roth IRA, pensions, none of that trash, man. I'm. It's not the same world that was fed to our parents or whatever. Like I said, I keep seeing people losing their pension and all this kind of stuff, and just not for me. Now I'm about to go on the tangent, so I'm just stop. But anyway, I'm tired. Y'all can probably tell. Blackmore fam said, "Happy Friday, happy Friday." I seems like every time I sit down, this is what y'all saying. Thank God it's Friday or Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. I mean, these weeks be passing by fast, super fast. The Blackmore fam said, talk about how to determine when you should take profits. Ooh, don't put my brain on that yet. We're nowhere near that. But I mean, I'll be talking about it in the group. We'll talk about that stuff here. We won't talk about on stream because then everybody know the plan and stuff. So. But yeah, we'll talk about when to take profits. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. But I will say, like I said, once we start, well, I'll say one thing. I would say once we start pumping, um, I say, once you, of course, we shooting for the 50s and 100 and 200 and billion nexus and all that kind of stuff. But once we start pumping here, if you get a 20x, you probably want to take some of that out, hold it on the side, or find another play to put it back into. But there will be a point where we're taking out 20 and 30 and 40% or whatever, and you know, sit that on the side for some of it on the side. I would say 80% of that on the side for long-term profits. You're not putting it back in the market to get a chance to lose it, even if you feel like we are finding good picks. We're going to get to a point where you're taking 80% out of tokens that have ran a whole lot, sit it on the side, and that's your long-term hold. Then you put 20% back in the market. We'll talk about all that stuff, and then see how you can flip that. But we'll get to that. We're not there yet, though. Lorm said, "Thank God it's Friday." Yes, I'm looking forward to some rest. Actually, I got some events lined up this weekend, so we're gonna see how much rest we get. As he said, good morning, good Friday. Good morning to you too. I'm not sure how to say that. I'm not sure how to say your name. The UK bot. What about? I don't know how much you must not been on the channel a lot. Those are both trash to me. I feel like both of those are made up plays. Usually, people I see pushing those are scammers, and they like to tout the whole fair launch crap or whatever. But both of those are trash to me. I'm not saying that towards you, but you asked about the picks, and I think they're trash. Have you heard about Twitter? I said Twitter. I'm tired, y'all. Twitter. What is Twitter? Have you heard about Twitter making likes post private? Yeah. To everyone but the poster, the whole platform agrees this was a bad move and will only lead to bots being used to boost engagement. I guess that is a way to think about that. I didn't even think about it that way. Well, hopefully they create something to combat that. We'll see. He's got to make a move to combat that if that's going to be what they're going to be doing. Let's see. Didn't somebody get a Bitcoin tattoo when Bitcoin first came out? I got to remember that, like as a walking billboard or something. Wait, how do I not know about that? Is that a thing for real? Let me look that up. What? Oh, you know what? So many Bitcoin tattoos now that I have to look for that story. Apparently, it became a trend for a lot of people to do it last cycle. Mm, oh yeah, I might have to dig for that story. Yeah, it's hard to find now. It's a lot of these stories. I didn't know about that one, but apparently a lot of people got Bitcoin tattoos. Like if it made you some money, maybe I just don't. I don't do tattoos myself, so um, too much pain. You know what? You know what? Somebody was telling me that when you get a tattoo, people see it as just like ink or whatever. Like you getting you know what a tattoo is. You getting the ink on you or whatever. For one, I'm kind of like a health freak. For one, I think that's kind of toxic to put ink into your skin and your body on your body or whatever. But what somebody was saying was that it's not even good for your immune system, your health. I know y'all don't want me to talk about it. My bad. I'm already there now. I gotta finish it now. But so sorry, y'all gonna be mad at me. But the tattoo, your body is you're thinking that you're putting the ink on your body, right? But your cells, it said your cells are working together to keep those in place. So whether you're thinking that you're just putting it on the skin like a piece of paper, but that's not what's happening. Your cells are having to work overtime, and they're taking energy away from your immune system to keep that tattoo in place and keep the ink where you put it. Some that's the lamest term version of it. So another reason I definitely don't want to get tattoos. I need my immune system to be at the highest of the highest. So yeah, you think, I mean, because you got to think, right? Your skin cells regenerate and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on in the body, and the brain is much smarter than we give it credit for. But yeah, so I'm sorry. Another reason I don't want to get tattoos. Hopefully I'm scared. I know some of y'all probably got sleeves. But anyway, that's just my take. You don't have to be, you ain't gotta do what I do. But whatever. PC said, "How's the happy start to a new day?" Yeah, it is. I'm tired, but I'm gonna look at this market and see what I can pick up along the way. I'm just hoping some more projects come out, projects that I've been waiting on to come out, and some of the other narratives. Um, the Blackmore fam said I'll look too. Yeah, I just looked and when I googled it, there's a billion different stories that came up, and I mean that like it's. I mean that the search results is crazy. But yeah, please y'all, please don't get bored out of the market and or start doing crazy stuff and making trades. I know I've done it too, y'all. So I'm not above anybody. I've done it too. When you're looking at your portfolio and you may be thinking, I like this play more than this play. I should take some of this play and put it in this play. But you want to kind of make sure that you're evenly distributed across different plays or whatever, and weigh your risk or whatever. But it's a short stream. Unless y'all got any questions, it's Friday. But if you want to join the Patreon and need some help navigating this market, is at patreon.com/cryptozo. Speaking of that, I got a message from the well, let me see. Did I show that? How did I show that on stream? I don't even know how to do it. So I had this lady, and I told y'all the other day, I had to be a really bigger person in this situation because it's not usually how I handle things. Like I'm the type of person, like if you embarrass me or do something publicly, then I gotta handle it publicly and I gotta address it that way. So I was very pissed off. This lady goes around bashing me saying, I'm gonna tell everybody you're a scammer, you took my money and blah 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 blah. Because she tried to join the Patreon, right? And just like I do everybody, I send you the link and then you join. Sent this person 4 links, and apparently they said none of them were working. And I said, if it's not working for you, just refund your money. Or they said it. It was like, yeah, it's not working for me. Can you refund me my money? Refunded them immediately on the day. I got the records of everything, screenshots, screen record, all that kind of stuff. And they must was going down my page going crazy, talking about this dude's a scammer. He's not as good as he says he is, blah, 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 blah. He'll take your money. He took my $100 and ran, blah, 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 blah. He doesn't have a real Patreon. So I'm ticked off. Y'all know me. I'm ready to make the video. I'm ready to, fun, like I say, you embarrass me publicly, defamation of character and all this stuff. And so I didn't do that. I emailed her and I said, listen, I don't like how you've been talking about me. I said, because I don't need no $100. Like literally, and if I get a contracted gig, I can make $100 in 10 minutes per 10 minutes. And so I was like, when I'm not stealing, I'm really here to help people. Blah blah blah. You didn't refund me something. So I said, man, for one, I don't understand how do y'all not look at your bank account? So I said, I don't like you've been bad mouthing me. You telling me you're gonna tell the other people I'm a scammer. You blasting went all down my whole page saying stupid stuff. Whatever. So when people coming on watching the videos, they probably seeing this stuff like, I'm gonna stay away from this guy, whatever. Mind you, it ain't about the money for me. I just want to help people. Anyway, she says, I said, I didn't do it. I said, you need to go check your stuff. Cool. If I check it and see, then I'll apologize publicly. I'm still waiting for it, but she sends me a message. I don't know why I took this long. She says, I got the statement on my card. I received the money. Sorry and thank you. I never realized you refunded me, which I refunded her during the conversation before the conversation was over. I realized you refunded me and I'm extremely apologetic. You're a good man. I understand. Best of luck for everything. So you just go out there and go crazy rogue on me, bad mouthing me. You said you was gonna do a public apology. That's what I'm expecting because you embarrassed me publicly and said all this crazy stuff about me. But just like I've been telling y'all, and I'm about to be out of it, but just like I tell y'all, I gotta realize sometimes y'all don't have the experience that I have in crypto. And so when you see negative price movements, you're not gonna be as easy headed about it. Some of you gonna panic. Like I said, I've also been through a lot of stuff, even though I'm younger than a lot of you. I've been through so much of my life that keeps me calm. Like I've had bigger troubles than this. And so I keep calm about stuff. But this is stuff you go through. Like, so when you see me having more patience in the future, this is the kind of stuff you got to go through to get that because I got to realize that I'm probably never going to get that public apology. I'm gonna just have to be chill. It is what it is. And so this is stuff you have to go through that causes you to grow in life. Um, I'm still kind of ticked off about it because she said she would do a public apology. I'm probably not going to get that, and you got to be okay with that. Same as when people talk about romantic relationships. It's not all your partner or your ex is not going to come out and say that they was the one that messed it up. They're not going to come out and say they're the one that cheated, and you just got to be okay with that. But these like what I'm saying is these life lessons make us stronger. Because I really wanted to go off and I commend myself, like for real, that I addressed this person in private and whatever, even though they went crazy publicly. And I always try to do that, even with y'all know who I'm talking about. Before all that stuff happened, everybody's like, "Oh, you shouldn't have did that." Blah blah blah. I addressed this person like 6 times in private. I always keep receipts. I got record of everything. And this person wanted to continue to do what they was doing, but I try to be a bigger person. But anyway, I'm growing. I'm becoming better. So yeah, Lorm said it's crazy how people are saying gaming is a bad narrative for upcoming bull run. Man, people don't look at price action; they look at short term. They don't think it as long term. It's another comment. Oh, EA, what's up, man? He said the internet is not a real place. No, seriously. I mean, she went in all like I didn't even see it. It's crazy that I didn't see it. She went in for like weeks on like all my posts. This dude's a scammer. Now I'm a good guy, but wow. All because you didn't look at your card statement, your credit card or debit card statement, which to me is don't you just log into your account and see? It is what it is. Anyway, y'all, EA, appreciate you coming out, hanging out on the stream, and everybody too. But I gotta get something to eat. I'm tired too. Gotta get some water and something. But if you want to join the Patreons at patreon.com/cryptozo. And hopefully y'all have a good weekend. And I'm gonna catch y'all next time.